Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the middleweight bout between Marc-Andre Barriault versus Chidi Njokuani. And how I see right here is I guess third time's the charm or third time's the dagger, but I think I picked two against not to say I'm just completely can't get a win over Andre Barriault. Like I keep picking against him, but he can win him. But early on I was 2-0 against him. And then as of this current streak, 0-3 against him. But 0-2, not 0-3. I'm already foreshadowing this loss, but I'm picking Chidi Njokuani, as you can already see. But yeah, I was kind of leaning. I know Njokuani has a history of losing to grapplers, but Marc-Andre Barriault is not really a grappler. I think he only has attempted like one takedown or two takedowns in the fight, or at least found 1 or 2 takedowns. So his offensive takedowns have not been the greatest. More than anything, he's a pressure striker that might go for 1 or 2 takedowns a fight. Hey, he might have success, but actually, I don't know. Again, I feel like more so at this given level, he's a pressure striker, pressure volume striker than a guy that's like a big one punch puncher. He's not no super great inside fighter. He kind of just fight that mid range, and to stay in your face. That's all he really does. So I feel like that will kind of play into Njokuani's game, where Njokuani has a real good clinch. He wants to play on the inside, Njokuani, and also Njokuani's not one of these buff, stalky guys that only got 1 round of cardio in them. Like like Abu Azatar. Well, Azatar is kind of wild a little bit of ways, but still not the greatest cardio necessarily with him, and not a style for lasting rounds. And then last opponent was just a guy had judo, had all this stuff, but stalky, big one puncher guy. Like you just blanket that big rock beats paper beats rock. You got this big explosive guy. You just blanket him. You constantly stay in his face. Let him fire those shots off. Let him miss. Let him whiff, and just keep standing in his face. And when he's missing those shots, you making him pay. You tapping him. He getting tired as the fight goes on. And you just constantly in his face, just light shot at him, and blanketing his big shots. Now he's just tired, and you just in his face. The law of rock paper scissors. But with Njokuani, it's not the same thing. Njokuani is long. He's lanky. Good in the clinch. He can go 3 rounds. Cardio is not an issue. Pacing not an issue. Well, pacing he can be a little bit of a slow starter, which can be an issue. But I feel like the fact that Barriault is not like a very aggressive grappler, and I don't think he's all that great of a grappler. I feel like Njokuani is the cleaner striker, the more polished striker, and the more dangerous striker. And I feel like he can go rounds with him. He's not gonna be a guy that's gonna gas out with him. But I will have concerns. I start saying Barriault looked to grapple heavy in this fight and didn't have any success. But ultimately, I feel like he's not gonna be that good in the area, and he's not gonna be that active in that area as far as grappling, as far as Barriault will be. And I feel like more so he can try to play the strike game, try to play the volume game, but Njokuani would just be more effective. And he wants to play the inside game. I feel like Njokuani will butcher him in the inside, in the clinch, with knees to the body, elbows to the head, clean counters. And also, I feel like that style will allow Njokuani to start to really settle into his striking. I think he beats Barriault. I don't think he stops him, but I do think he beats him in a very competitive decision. So in this fight, I got Chidi Njokuani via decision.